This week on the Running Report, we have an NXN Preview, My Sound Running Cross Champs predictions, and NCAA Cross Country Champs rematch at the BU season opener. You're watching the Running Report show on FanHub TF. I'm Joshua Potts, Mr. Possible, here to give you running news produced for and by the culture. And this week on the Running Report show, we're going to give you something a little bit more chill. You feel me? We're doing more like podcast, like type episode where I'm kind of just talking, doing solo dolo, and I'll give you the news. But let me tell you, this week is nothing like chill at all. We have very exciting races, championship races, and that's where we're going to start at Nike Cross Nationals in Portland, Oregon. I have 3 questions to really sum up NXN and what you should be looking out for. Will Leo Young, Lex Young, and Ireen Salmon be able to cement the Newbury Park legacy? Last year, they probably ran on the greatest high school cross-country team ever, but they didn't get the win at NXN, which is able to cement like that greatest team ever a lot of time. They ran at the Running Lane Running Lane Championship. They went out there, they all three of the people on that team ran under the 5K course record, but it wasn't at an NXN. It wasn't at a Foot Locker. This year, they're able to do it at NXN. It hasn't been as glamorous this year with the times because they did that all last year, but they have the chance to go out there this year, break Nico Young's record, become champions, the back-to-back champions at NXN from 2019. Now the next time it actually happening being in 2021. Will they be able to do that? I think that's a big question that's going to be answered, and really like cementing like this era of Leo Young, Lex Young, Ireen Salmon, Nico Young, and Colin Salmon, connecting all the dots that could be cemented this year and ending that era. Ireen Riggs starting a new era this past weekend, and really people learning her name. She won the NXR Southeast Regional meet this past weekend, winning 16:02 at this course, and that is she beat a course record of Caitlin Toohey. So the big question is, will Ireen Riggs be able to break another Caitlin Toohey course record at NXN? The course record there is 16:37 that Caitlin Toohey set back in 2018, and she's going to be quite the challenge this time. It's going to be different for Ireen because it's going to be the first time she's actually going to be racing people this season. Like, honestly, she's been running by a minute and 24 all season, but this time she'll be racing people like Abby Nakaki from Wazada, who has been dominant this season as well. She's been undefeated. She's trying to get that Wazada team to finish on the podium if not win this season, so she has a little bit something to run for. So it's going to be interesting to see how Ireen Riggs really competes with someone who's running so fast. But like, remember, 16:02 is fast. So Ireen Riggs may run away with this. Last question I have about NXN is just, who will attempt to play spoiler to the Young Twins? We got Hunter Jones, Connor Burns, and Tyrone Gorsey. I feel like who our main culprits are going to be trying to play spoiler. But like, honestly, it could be Ireen Salmon. Ireen Salmon is in the greatest shape of his life right now. He sees Leo Lex train every single day. He ran 14:41 this past weekend at the historic Woodward Park, and like, that's fast. That's his fastest course time ever on that course. He's on the best shape of his life. Like, he's definitely gonna have the potential to also play spoiler. Be looking for that 1-2-3 Newbury Park sweep for sure this weekend. On December 3rd, we get fast 5Ks all across the country, first at high school and then in college in the professional ranks at the BU season opener, where we're gonna also see exciting NCAA cross country rematches. This race is famous for running fast times. Last year we saw Ollie Hoare of OAC winning in a 13:09 on the men's side, and then in 2021 we saw Annie running for BAA winning in a 15:08 on the women's side, and Courtney Wayman got 3rd place at BYU in that race running 15:15, which is top 10 all time for the NCAA in the indoor 5K. This year we're seeing a whole lot of NCAA rematches with Kai Robinson in there, who got 10th place at NCAA's, Case Klinger, who got 7th, Drew Bosley, who got 3rd, Nico Young, who got second as well. We have Caitlin Toohey, who got 1st on the women's side, Natalie Cook, who got 7th, Mercy Trenlingai, who got 16th, Emily Venters, who got 12th, Kelsey Camille, who got 3rd place in this race. So a lot of NCAA rematches that we're going to see, and we get to see the openers for some professionals this season on the track, like Susan Njori, who had a great season, Eleanor Fulton, and just so many other, Caden Snowden, so many other people that we get to see. Finally, Neil Gorley, that pros that get to open up their seeding as well. It's going to be an amazing race to watch. But I think for the NCAA side, we got to be looking at people getting that NCAA top 10. Because, like, honestly, I don't want to always go off of time, but, like, really, this is a time trial for a lot of these people, because they're probably going to take their little bit of time off or little just down weeks after this coming after, because they're just really using this from NCAAs to kind of finish their season with a fast 5K on the track. So on the guys' side, we got to be looking at people going under 13:19. They go under 13:19, they end up in the NCAA top 10. For the indoor 5K on the women's side, under 15:17 will put people in the NCAA top 10. On the men, I will be really looking at Kai Robinson to do something special. He ran 13:20 last year in the indoor season. Nico Young, if he's in this race also as well, is definitely looking primed to win this race. Caitlin Tui on the women's side is going to be somebody that I think we're all going to be looking at. We're always going to be looking at her, like, no matter whatever race she's in, but especially in this. Her PR indoors is 15:30. Look for that to definitely go down. But we're also going to be looking at pros like Marielle Hall coming back onto the indoor track, seeing what she can do. She just ran the Philadelphia half marathon. And Aisha Pratt-Lear, who's been on hiatus for a while with the injury, her coming back, she has an indoor PR of 15:07. So, like, it's going to be exciting to see how all these women stack up and just see, like, what they're going to do. 15:08 last year, can they beat that? Cross country championships are not just limited in Portland this weekend, but they'll also be in Austin, Texas on Thursday on Runner Space. We're at the Fitness Bank Cross Champs. We're going to have 11 men pro teams, and 6 women pro teams competing at cross championships, and it's going to be very, very exciting. I'm gonna give my predictions for the week. We went over who's going to be in this race this past week. We're going to have Puma Elite led by Patrick Deaver and Patrick Tiernan, Hoka NAZ Elite by Wesley Kiptu and Alex Masai. We're going to have Own Athletics Club with Joe Klecker, Oliver Hoare, and the whole Coffee Club podcast pretty much. We have American Distance Project led by Sam Chalenga and Hillary Bohr. We're going to have 10-Man Elite led by the usual suspects of Drew Hunter, Jermaine Coleman, and Joey Baratua, and Brian Barraza as well, and then a whole lot of list of other teams. The Hanson's Brooks ODP with Zach Panning leading the way, and going off of all those teams, all those individuals as well, with Isaac Updike and Josh Kerr. I think the guy to win this is Hillary Bohr. He's been having a great road season, second place at the 5K championships, and like 5K road championships right behind Abdi Hamanur. And let's not forget, this dude's a steeplechaser. They're gonna be jumping over hay bales. Like, he's used to this tough and gritty. He's been out there. Him and his brother were competed at the World Cross Country Championships in the past. Like, he's used to this. He's been bred for this. Hillary Bohr, I think, has to be the favorite to win, and I think he is going to win this coming weekend. For the team race, I think it's going to come down to OAC and 10-Man Elite. OAC has the most talent. Oliver Hoare, Mario Garcia, who's been running crazy. Ireen the Goose has been running crazy. Like, a lot of these guys are 15 dudes, but like, they're great cross-country runners to be able to run with the pack. And it seems like 2 years ago, they were all in college running cross-country. So they're going to be excited to race, and they're going to be excited to to really go for it. 10-Man Elite as well. Like, they're definitely in the running. They won last year. They can run as a pack. They have a lot of people that are similar to each other, with Barraza, Jermaine, and Drew Hunter, and Aaron Templeton as well, making his return to Cross Champs. Like, I think it's going to be super exciting to see how they match up together. But don't forget about American Distance Project and Puma Elite. I think Puma Elite is definitely a sleeper with that 1-2 punch of the two Patricks that are going to be trying to dominate out there. Now, coming into the women's race, is going to be a different story. There's going to be 6 teams really in that one. We got TaylorMade Elite led by the BYU veterans, or BYU legends, I should say, with Courtney Wayman, Whitney Orden, and Cam Bennett, and Erica Burke Jarvis. We got McCurdy Train led by Danny Shanahan, Puma Elite led by Taylor Warner and Fiona O'Keefe. We got Railroad Athletics led by Anna West, and we have Own Athletics Club led by Alicia Monson. We have Hanson's Brooks Project as well, who are defending champions, led by Natasha Rogers and Amy Davis and Olivia Pratt. So it's going to be super interesting how we do this one. Predictions, I think it's going to be Alicia Monson. Emily Enfield is also in this race. She's also listed in BU, so I don't know what's going on with that one. So that's going to make it interesting. But Alicia Monson, I think I got to give it to her in this case. It's going to be like, it's Alicia Monson's. You know, like this is her race to particularly like lose in a way. She won NCAA cross country championships when she was in college. She's been dominant in the 10K on the track this year, especially on the US side. So it's Alicia Monson. It's gonna win this race, right? But I think Natasha Rogers is definitely gonna have to say something about that. Ali Buchowski, who was the first ever cross champion, is going to have something to say about that. And anybody on the BYU team, if that's Courtney Wayman, Anna Cam Bennett, or Whitney Orton, is going to have something to say. And just because I listed all of them to potentially win, that's why Taylor Made is winning this race. Hansons Brooks, they're going to put up a fight, like for sure. This team, they won last year, and they're a great team. But Taylor Made, like just look at the name. Taylor Made, that's a fire name, bro. They're going to walk away and run away with this BYU team. Like I think half of these girls are on that BYU team that won the NCAA cross country championship. Like DeGee Taylor is setting them up like we just going for a round 2 and we gonna do this every single year. So Taylor Made is taking this for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this week of the running report. A little more chill, kind of, you feel me? Let me know what you guys think and everything. We'll be back next week for another running report show. Let's get it.